right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dowell. Woo, boy, stolen identity. Man, it keeps coming up, don't it? We need to ask ourselves a question. These Israelis that are over there in the land of Palestine, or let me say, these Israelis who come from the Caucasus Mountains, who are occupying the land of Palestine, were these really, truly the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Did they, or were they in the Egyptian slavery for 400 years? Do they resemble the people on the hieroglyphics that is constantly painted on the wall throughout Mizraim? Were these people the descendants of the ancient Israelites that you see over and over and over again from antiquity, from Egypt? Because my comprehension and understanding of what I read in the scriptures, I'm stating facts here, is that the Hebrew Israelites were black. Yeah, they were black, but while they were yet different than the Egyptians or the people who come from the land of Ham. Even in modern day writings, Zondervan Bible Dictionary says that Ham, the youngest of the sons of Noah, was the progenitor of the black races, but not the Negroes. No, hold, wait a minute, not the Negroes. Then who are these people that they have historical markings here over in this country, calling the blacks, that all of a sudden, I mean, you know, their history begins in 1611, 1619. I mean, who are these people? I mean, this is good questions though, isn't it? Think about this for a minute. Just think for a moment. Who are these people that were called Ibos, Ebos, Hebrews, Negroes? How about this one? Hebrews. Man, history sure is a painful pill to swallow, isn't it? I mean, think about this. I remember being in high school, and I went to a Caucasian high school. And I'm in history class listening to all this history. I went up and I asked the history teacher, I said, I mean, I'm not trying to be smart, but I want you to look at something. Look at me and look at everybody else in this classroom. Now, where did my history begin? Because it's obvious that I'm different from the people that are sitting in this room. You know what she said? I can't tell you. Wow. I said, you can't tell me. I said, you don't know anything about it? Because see, even then, they never did put in the high school curriculum that blacks were enslaved to the whites in this country. Never told to me. I didn't find that out, sad to say, until my 20s. And when I started digging and researching, and I'll say mid-20s at that, I started shaking my head and I started going, what the hell is going on? So I started digging. I started going to libraries. I started researching. I started, you know, the internet wasn't available back then. At least it wasn't to me. I mean, I had to actually do footwork to come up with a lot of this stuff. And I said, what in the world? This is utterly amazing. So then I decided to go in the book, the Bible. And I read in the Bible, I go, damn. There was not one Israelite that was white, much less Jesus himself. Even Paul, who was mistaken to be an Egyptian, he wasn't white. I read in Acts 13, Simon, who was commonly called nigger. Yeah, I know your translation says Niger, but go look behind the word. I go, whoa, stolen identity. Well, I understood because I read the prophet Jeremiah, and he said in Jeremiah 17, for that you will discontinue from your heritage. And no doubt we have. And you know what? All these nations, look at this. I'm going to show you how rebellious my people have been since Moses. My descendants, the Israelites, we were in the Egyptian captivity. Then we went into the Assyrian captivity. Then we went into the Babylonian captivity. Now, mind you, every time we have one of these captivities, this is something funny right here. Check this out. The Most High would have mercy on us. He would bring us back into the land to rebuild the temple, to restore our life. And you know what my people would do again? Be rebellious as hell. Just like we are here in America. Oh, man. And, you know, our problem is that we blame all these other nations for our plight, when we are the ones at fault for it, and it was the Most High that raised up these nations and put us in the condition that we in because of our rebellion, our stubbornness and our stiff-neckedness and our stout-hearted for refusing to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. I mean, after all, let's just tell the truth now. Get on the internet, look at black folks in America, the different hue of color. Look at them as a people. I'm not impressed. Not at all. Not in any way, shape, fashion, or form. As a matter of fact, I see curses. And I see the curses of Deuteronomy 28 played out to a T. Well, after we got finished with the Babylonian captivity, the Assyrian captivity, then we was in the Greek captivity. Then the Roman captivity. Then the American, European, Great Britain captivity. And I'm like, damn, my people have been slaves pretty much the majority of their existence. What is it about us that we just simply can't get it right? And then I started thinking, you know, when I started moving to the community, I read the book of Acts, trying to follow the blueprint, and I have successfully followed the blueprint, and I'm still living it, of what I read in the book of Acts, or the Acts of the Apostles. And I remember when we started community, we were 80 to 90% black on the community. Well, now we are literally the minority on the Straightway community, because we have different diversities of cultures and groups, but we're definitely not the dominant culture no more. And through experience, I learned the reason why. Because we're rebellious people. You know, it's amazing. I had all these people crying, men, about work. And, it's no secret. You look at my videos, you can tell I am a working man. I get things done. But I guess my only crime is that I work too hard, which I don't know how you can do that. I mean, the Bible says the only joy you're really truly going to find in this life is out of labor of your hands. And I don't know, I guess when people are following at the same example of Sodom and Gomorrah, too much time on their hand, too much pleasure. It's utterly amazing, isn't it? Am I to believe that my history in America only began with slavery? Well, after me, myself, and I, doing my own due diligence and my own independent study and research, I come to find out that I've been lied to, that it's a concerted effort by the powers that be in this country to keep it a secret that yes, in fact, the blacks over here in the Western Hemisphere that were bought over here on slave ships by the transatlantic slave trade are in fact the ancient descendants of the Hebrew Israelites in the book. While I am proud of my heritage and proud of my culture, I'm not proud of the attitude of my people. I'm not proud of the condition of their minds and their hearts, because I don't see us any better today as a people as we were then. As a matter of fact, the same conditions, that's what the Messiah said, the Christ said. He said, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. I see the same conditions why everybody's touting, we Israel, we Israel, we Israel, including other nations who want to really hijack, that they think they're Israel, but they won't submit to an Israelite to teach them. They won't grab a hold of the skirt of me that is an Israelite and follow me. But you will one day. And I'm sitting up there looking at all these people hollering, we Israel, we Israel, Israel. And only 8 souls were they saved in the days of Noah. When we came out of Mizraim, only 2 souls enter into the promised land of that generation. And what is it about my people to make them think just because they have a color or hue in their skin that all of us are going to go to the kingdom? That would actually make the Bible a lie. Because if we're dealing with the same conditions as it was in the days of Noah, and I look at these conditions today, there's not many of us going to be saved. The nation's already down as is. Woo, this is painful truth. I also laugh at the Messianics who love practicing collusion and don't want to swallow this pill of the University of Painful Truth. It's utterly amazing. But I guess I'm different. I guess I have the Joshua and Caleb spirit. Yep. Got the spirit of Peter, James, and John. That's good company. Man, I hope I said something to stimulate thought. I really, truly do. Be you Yehudim or Greek.